Good morning. This is Pastor Jason of Kona Faith Center with a word for today. And the word for today is turn. The outcome of turn is powerful. In Romans today, it says that all men have turned away from God. The consequences are devastating, both here and now and in the life to come. In Romans today, it says that all people have the opportunity to turn to Jesus. The consequences are mind-boggling, both here and now and in the life to come. In Exodus today, it says something really interesting to me. It said, when the Lord saw that Moses had come to see, God called him. The consequences of Moses turning towards God impacted not only his life, but the lives of millions of people and the lives of succeeding generations. One simple action, turn, and the consequences, the ramifications are endless. I am a side sleeper. It's easier for me to fall asleep on my left side because I'm turned away from Terry listening to her tablet and the light of the tablet and the actions and so forth. Turning shields us from one set of interactions and opens us up to another set of interactions. Both have consequences. I was really struck by the idea that God did not call Moses until Moses had turned towards God. Moses didn't know it was God. Moses' attention was caught by something, a bush on fire. And then he noticed that the bush was not burning up in the fire. Very unusual. And in turning to look more closely, God calls to Moses. Simple idea. Those of us that know God, watch for God in everyday circumstances and turn towards Him when we see Him doing something. Romans tells us today that we need to learn to live in peace. When we're at peace, we're not in a hurry or preoccupied with cares, so we can just really pay attention to what's going on around us and see where the Lord is doing something so that we can turn to the Lord. Romans also tells us to learn to walk in the fear of the Lord. When we're walking in the fear of the Lord, we're watching out for, we're looking for what the Lord is doing more and more, which puts us in position to turn towards the Lord when we see Him doing something. And we don't know what the outcome of turning towards the Lord will be. Maybe it's something that will give us a positive outcome. Maybe it's something that will give a positive outcome to others. Maybe it's something that will give a positive outcome to many others or even to generations. Our part is to pay attention, to look, to seek the Lord, and when we see the Lord doing something, turn towards the Lord. The Lord will take care of the rest. Lord, I thank you that you will help us to see you doing something today, and that when we see, we will turn towards you, expecting that there will be consequences, positive outcomes, maybe for us, maybe for others, maybe for many others. Help us today just to turn. The word for today is turn. God bless. Check in tomorrow.